Hello, this is Pastor Jay of Walk in Truth Radio Network with your encouraging word for today. Yesterday I talked about the new normal and being in transition. And I want to explain what transition actually is. Transition is you're not there yet, but you're on the journey. And for those of us who are born in the beginning of this thing, this new world, or you might even call it a new world order, we're in the transition phase. We really don't know what it's going to look like on the other side, but we're in the middle. It's almost like having birth pains, or you're going through training and you're waiting to get to the other side, or you're going through a boot camp period, or just a strong regimen of strengthening and conditioning. I want to emphasize that strengthening and conditioning. You should be strengthening yourself for the new normal. You should be conditioning yourself for whatever tomorrow looks like, if you make it. See, you're not guaranteed, because you're going through the transition, that you're going to make it to the other side as the Israelites. 40 years in the wilderness, and some of them had to die because of their disobedience. So what am I saying? Are you supposed to die in transition? No, but there will be some people that will go on to be go on to be with glory, go on to God during this time of transition. But there are those who are going to make it to the other side. And you're going to be the ones who have to tell the story to those who don't know transition, to tell them what you went through during transition, so they may get a better understanding of how they got where they are today. You're going to have to tell the young people the truth about yesterday. You can't sugarcoat it. You can't put gravy on it. You can't gloss over it. You have to decide that you're going to tell the truth about your journey, the good, the bad, the ugly, but more so the triumph that you endured to the end. So what I want to say to you today, strengthen yourself, encourage yourself, prepare yourself while you're in transition. Do not let this time pass and you spend so much time worrying that you don't spend time preparing. Read the Proverbs. During this time, you should be like the ant, getting ready, getting prepared, conditioning, preparing, strengthening yourself for the day of tomorrow. And if tomorrow comes, you stored up stuff for your family that they may also go on and go forward, for those who will survive. But I know that during this time of transition, the one thing we need to keep doing is telling people about Jesus. Because no matter what happens, whether the asteroid hits, or the world ends, or the devil's released from the ground up, and all the stuff that you're hearing now about what's happening, the one thing I do know, and one thing I'm confident in, if you don't know Jesus, your life eternal is going to be pure hell. I'm going to say that again. If you do not know Jesus, your life eternal, that means your life beyond this physical life, would be pure hell. And you can't imagine what hell is like on your worst day. You can imagine the darkness that hell is going to bring to you on the darkest night. And you can't imagine being thirsty, even if you were in the desert with no water, as opposed to being in hell and living out your life, your eternity in damnation. You probably want to get destroyed versus living out your life in hell. This is Pastor Jay of Walk in Truth Radio Network. I always want you to be encouraged, be blessed, but no more so be prepared for the transition that you're going to go through. And always live in peace and tell someone about Jesus.